Welcome back. Etisalat reported a net revenue for the financial year 2012 of 32.9 billion dirhams, up 2% year on year, while its net profit increased to 13.2 billion dirhams before federal royalty, up 27% year on year. Etisalat Group's board also approved a full-year dividend of 70 fils, subject to shareholder approval. So before we take a look at the day's business news, let's first take a look at the stock indices across the GCC. And in our top business story, the global economic crisis could have been averted if Islamic banking and finance had been properly institutionalized and widely used according to the experts. In an effort to further encourage and promote awareness for the system, the American University of Sharjah organised its first symposium on Islamic banking and finance. They say the system has been in practice for 1,500 years now, during which Islamic societies have been trading, financing and risk sharing and more. Based on ethical and fundamental principles such as risk sharing and the absence of interests, they say Islamic banking is for everyone and is not limited to just any particular group. International and regional experts engaged students, academics and industry practitioners, highlighting the importance of Islamic finance as well as the challenges it faced in the aftermath of the recent financial downturn worldwide.
Only thing that has happened over a period of time, these concepts were not properly institutionalized in Islamic society. And when the influence of Islam in the world diminished, these concepts were lost. At that time, the modernist structures were coming, conventional banks were powerful. So the conventional structure got hold and the whole world started working on the conventional structure. Asset-backed financial crisis would have not happened. And Islamic financing is all about asset backing. So if you look at it in that context and you see how the Islamic finance would have worked if it was an Islamic financial system, then these transactions which were on derivatives, on which were on securitization, many of these transactions would have not taken place.
Meanwhile, attendees were polled about the conventional and the Islamic way of banking, who said they didn't see or feel any difference between the two systems. According to experts, this reflected the main challenge for financial institutions and consumers, which they hope to help tackle by addressing any misconceptions and changing mindsets during the two-day event.
We are doing this exactly because of the reasons you have mentioned. We are trying to promote Islamic finance because this is an industry that's growing very, very fast. We're now talking about a $1.4 trillion industry. So I think it is time for people to know about it more and to get to appreciate the benefits that this industry or this new way of doing business offers to the conventional way of doing business.
Saudi Arabia, the UAE and Kuwait outperformed their regional counterparts in terms of revenues last year, as revealed by Forbes Middle East's latest study on the best-performing economies in the Arab world based on 2012 data from the International Monetary Fund. 17 Arab countries were included in the final study, bringing to light economic diversification and increased public spending on health, education and employment. Algeria topped the list of countries attracting investments in the Arab region in 2012, with investments amounting to 38.11% of the country's GDP. Saudi Arabia outperformed its regional counterparts where revenues were concerned, with total government revenue amounting to $355.32 billion in 2012, an 11.67% increase. In addition, oil revenues in the kingdom rose by 6%, while the earnings of non-oil sectors increased by 11.24%. Meanwhile, the UAE and Kuwait also recorded high revenues of $130.73 billion for the UAE and $120.12 billion, respectively. The study also revealed Bahrain as home to the lowest inflation rate last year, with growth of 0.59%. Qatar and the UAE also registered low inflation rates, while Yemen and the Sudan recorded the highest rates. The UAE boasts the world's fifth cheapest petrol, compared to Turkey, that has the most expensive petrol prices, according to the Bloomberg Gas Price Ranking. The ranking rates 60 countries by average retail price and also by pain at the pump, and shows that petrol in Turkey retails at $9.89 per gallon, compared to $1.77 here in the UAE. Venezuela came in at the number one spot for the cheapest petrol globally at 6 cents per gallon, followed by Kuwait at 81 cents per gallon, and then Egypt at $1.14. The list did not include, however, neighbouring countries Oman, Libya, Qatar, Bahrain and Algeria, which boast cheaper prices than here in the UAE.